So we just reached the site on day 3, and first problem of the day. They got these are the eucalyptus that we're supposed to be using, but they're too small, like the diameter's too small for most of them. We might be able to use some of them for staking. There's 1 or 2 in there that might be alright, but we need to go back and get some proper sized logs. So yeah, anyway, see if we can get some today, because that would just make sure that we can start really building this quickly. So this is the tree we decided to take. Pretty spectacular, but it's good length, good thickness of the wood, and it sort of keeps that width as it goes up, so it's good for what we want. So if you look at some of the other trees, like that one, you can see it's sort of thick enough at the bottom, but then it tapers quite quickly and it gets quite narrow. Maybe you can't see that on film. So we want sort of uniform thickness if we can. So yeah, so that's where we're digging the soil from, so we're not far, and we reckon we can move that manually, because that's the problem. Basically, getting some of these larger trees, we were getting timber from the hospital, which is hospital land, but it's a bit further away, can't get out on a vehicle because they're too long, so this is the best solution. We just need a few of these. Yeah, it's looking good. So we've changed the plans slightly. We're going to go for this tree. The reason is we wanted 2, and this is a twin. And what we figured it'd be stronger at the bottom. Basically, if you don't cut them, like so they're two parts, but joined at the bottom, then it's an even stronger barrier. So that's what we're going to try and do. Of course, the added issue then is the weight that we've got to move, because we're a bit up the hill. We've got to get it sort of see that house a bit further down over there, but we can always add men. So some of the men around who aren't contracted to work on this site, we'll just ask them to come and help us, pay them a bit to help move it. But it's going to be a bit epic when this falls. See the progress here. How safe do you feel? Not very. We heard creaking.
Bring it down.
There we go. Wow. Thump. So the question is, has it split, like where the join was? And it hasn't. I don't think. No, it hasn't. Excellent. Look at that. It's perfect. So now we're just going to move it. So we've marked how long we want it to be with some string, and this is what we're going to cut, and we're going to move that part, which will be the heaviest. And then of course we'll still use these. Very good. You can see that, you can see the trees dripping. So eucalyptus, of course, one of the reasons they're not my favourite trees is that when they plant them along the marshes, they basically dry the marsh out because they absorb so much water. And you can just see how much water's in them, look like they're just dripping. You can see down there, puddle. Of course, they are on quite a slope. That's part of the reason they're leaking so much, but still. I'm a bit worried about this, to be honest, because it's pretty heavy just getting down here, and look how much slope we've got to work with. Imagine when we get it on the flat. It's going to be even trickier, but we'll see. So we are struggling to move that log, so we've asked for some help. This is the hospital's porters, which have come to help. There's about 10 guys, all looking well fed and just had their lunch. Our porters have gone off for their lunch, so hopefully by the time we get to that tree, we've got 20 of us, or thereabouts. It should be movable. But yeah, we'll see. The big move's starting. We've got the logs underneath. I think they're going to try and lift the logs up underneath like that. See how this goes. There we go. Look at this. Get in there. Everyone's having a great time. Until it stops. So we've reached the tricky stage, which is getting it over this river without anyone hurting themselves and down into that hole across to here. Let's go. Bring it across. That end needs to be here. Let's support the ends. We've blocked the path, so this gentleman's had to bring his bike down here to try and cross. On the bridge, now we just put it across.